All right, shalom, shalom. It's your brother Wabram. You're back with another lesson, Lord willing, and be edifying. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Wahal Rakakadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 men of the Lord you see on the highways and byways prophesying in the name and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, also in the correct doctrine. I want to send a shalom to the 1/3 men, women, and children that will escape the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahweh by their faith. So you got another lesson I want to bring out through the Spirit of the Lord. As we see the fall of Babylon the Great, and the players are all in place, man. And this man right here, his name is Jeffrey Sachs. He's not holding his tongue, man. And he's telling the truth. So let's get right into it.
It was a slave-owning, genocidal country. When I look at my own country, the United States, it is a semi-democratic, white-dominated, hierarchical, racist society that aims to preserve privilege by the elites. That's how it was formed in 1787. It was a slave-owning, genocidal country, killing Native Americans for a white culture. But amazingly, it still looks that way, although we're much more diverse now than we were. The most violent country in the world in the 19th century, by far, was perhaps the most democratic or second most democratic, and that was Britain. You can be democratic at home and ruthlessly imperial abroad. The most violent country in the world since 1950 has been the United States. It's been by far involved
Jeffrey,
in more,
stop
wait
now.
a minute, more wars.
Jeffrey, I'm Jeffrey, I'm your moderator, and it's enough.
Okay, I'm done.
See, truth hurts, man. And now they want to erase that history that they have been living off this high horse, and have brought up the whole nation of people, man, which is you blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans, man. They have always wanted to be over you. And this is their kingdom, man. That's what we've been telling you from the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down. This is their kingdom. They wanted to preserve their culture.
All right, white culture real quick. There can't be white culture in this country, period. There's no white culture. And I think that offends white people because we are always talking about black culture and native culture. And then we get mad. We're like, well, we're a culture. No, we're a race. We're a race that took two other cultures, an entire African culture and an entire native culture, and we oppressed one and we tried to eradicate the other. But throughout all of our oppression and our murder and our rape, they never died. Their culture never died. They kept their religious practice. They kept their art, their fashion, their food, their music. No matter what we tried to do to the African culture that we brought here and the native culture that we stole from, they never died. And that drives white people crazy. So now we're desperate to have our own culture because we can't keep stealing from the ones that we've oppressed.
So they stole from everyone, man. And they've been searching for what we have. And that's the truth. And Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, being a chosen seed of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and ultimately having the kingdom of heaven. Because their culture doesn't end with anything, man. It ends with destruction. And that's the reason why they have rape robbed the whole entire world. And they took from everyone's culture, man. Even to the point that they worship other nations' gods, man. So Esau has a hell of a judgment coming to him, man. Because he had no no remorse. He didn't lay this thing. He didn't lay this nothing to heart, man. He didn't think about any of the wickedness that he was doing, and he just continued on in it. And the Lord didn't let him. He didn't stop him. He just let him pile up his sins to the point now that he is finna go into hardcore slavery and be judged first and then go into hardcore slavery, man. This is his end. And their tongues are falling upon themselves, but they know in their spirit that it's time for them to come out of power, man. And this is what this guy is really going in. Jeffrey is really going into. It's time for the Edomites to come out of power, man. Because he know what they have done in the earth. And it's time for them to go down, man. They feel that in their spirit. That's why these Edomites are making so many TikTok videos, and they're on edge, man. Because they see their end. And what Job 21 tells you that they're going to see their fall. And we're seeing it right before our eyes now. Let me get back to the start of the beginning.
A war with Iran will be World War III. So that's the point. Iran is not alone, and it will not remain alone. And so if we go to war with Iran, we are expanding the war with Russia. With Russia, we are at a possibility of peace, but we're also at a possibility of nuclear war. They're both very close. And if we go to war with Iran, we make the war, nuclear war, all the more likely.
Do you think that the people pushing us toward war with Iran understand that?
No, I think that they're following a plan, clean break, 1996, and a plan, 1991, 7 wars in 5 years, that has been deep set and that has been Netanyahu's baby all the time. Netanyahu, I regard as one of the most delusional and dangerous people on the planet. And he has engaged the United States so far in 6 disastrous wars, and he's aiming to engage us in yet one more. But Netanyahu's track record is just about the worst of any person on the planet right now in terms of damage done. And we should be able to understand that. And we have a lot of rhetoric in this country standing up for Israel. We're not standing up for Israel. We are engaging in war on Israel's behalf all over the Middle East. That's a completely different thing. I believe in Israel's security alongside a state of Palestine, which I know completely to be possible and achievable and peaceful and ending this risk of World War III, and could have prevented the 1 million or so deaths that have come from Netanyahu's wars up until now.
And see, this is not us speaking, man. We are letting Esau tongue fall upon his own self. But we see the will of the Lord being fulfilled, man. We're seeing the prophecies come to pass, which World War III is the Battle of Armageddon, which is written in the scriptures, man. Revelation 16. And we're seeing it play out. And everything is in place. And the Edomites think Esau, which Trump, they think is going to make America great again and put them back in power. That's why so much tension with the nations, with Trump being a bully, going against all the nations, Europe, Canada, Mexico. Shit, the small, not the small hatters, but the yellow and blue country. He is like the whole EU. He is that bully, man. And now they think that he is going to basically come against them to bring power back to Babylon the Great. Which we see the job losses, them losing power at every turn, man, every day. Esau is not able to go to this grocery store and buy food and go out and party and go out to dinner. It's all falling, man. It's coming to an end. And we've been telling you through the Spirit, man, this place is finished.
Trump isn't tearing down American power. He's overseeing its managed decline. His job is to sell you that collapse as a victory. Mass deportations aren't about border security. They're about removing the workforce that kept manual labor jobs cheap. You are next in line to take those jobs. Picking fruit, washing dishes, scrubbing floors. Corporate America has been preparing you for it for years. They told you college was pointless, not because of woke indoctrination, but because they don't want you too educated to be a warehouse grunt. 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Wages have stagnated since the 1970s, while CEO pay skyrocketed by over 1,400%. The elite built their empire on your labor and debt, and now they're abandoning ship, offshore accounts, private jets, billionaire bunkers. They don't care about your survival. They've made their plans. The U.S. economy is on life support. Corporate profits hit record highs, but American industries are collapsing under global competition. Oil is a prime example. American producers need $40 a barrel just to stay viable. OPEC can still turn a profit at $10. If they want to, they can flood the market and bankrupt U.S. producers overnight. Trump knows this. He's already watched it happen, but he'll still tell you to drill, baby, drill. His rhetoric isn't about energy independence. It's about running you into the ground. Trump's policies do not protect American jobs. They hand your future to global financial elites, those who own trillions through asset managers like BlackRock and Vanguard. These companies have no allegiance to America. They operate above national interests, exploiting markets and workers wherever it's most profitable. They see you as disposable labor in their global empire. America's decline isn't accidental. It's baked into the system. Predatory capitalism has reached its final phase. The rich have untethered themselves from the nation and its people. They will sacrifice you without hesitation. The ship is sinking. You will not be saved.
You see that? The ship is sinking and you will not be saved. So you blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans, you're gonna sink with Esau, man. Because we have given you the truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and you didn't take heed to it, man. The elite are finished with Babylon the Great. China and these other nations, if you go on YouTube and TikTok, you'll see these other nations are built up. You can see that their economies are growing faster than Babylon's can grow, man. They are finished with this place, man. It is over with. And they're waiting for, I mean, they ain't gonna say they're waiting for it. They basically are. They are waiting for the World War III to happen, man, because they want to DP. You know what I mean by saying DP, deep pop, and it was on the Georgia Guidestones, man. It's finished, man. And there's not much more we can say. If you don't believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, then you're soon to sink with the ship. And we know what's going to happen to this ship, man. It's going to be utterly wasted, man, destroyed, and never to rise again, man. And we seeing spiritual things happening, man. As you see these hikers catch encounters two bald eagles entangled up in a tree. And this place is just full of confusion, man. The Lord is showing you sign after sign that this place is finished. Babylon the Great. You see these eagles entangled with each other, showing you that your end is very close, man. And I'm speaking of Babylon the Great. Esau know his end is coming, man. And Elon Musk just said the other day, if judgment came, he will want nuclear war came, he will want to see it. And we're telling you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, the only way to escape the judgments of that nuclear fire is to repent to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. That's the only way out. You're not going to be able to do this on your own power. You're not going to be able to escape the judgments on your own power, man. This is going to take heavenly, the heavenly protection. It's not going to be able to be done on your own with your own power, man. This is Job 21 and verse 14. It says, therefore they say unto power, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. And Esau has said this from the beginning, man. He didn't desire the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to the point that our people are feeling the same exact way. What is the Almighty that we should serve him? And what profit shall we have if we pray unto him? Lo, their good is not in their hand. The counsel of the wicked is far from me. And the Lord is telling you he's not dealing with no Edomites, man. No matter how many Christians make videos and saying that the Israelites are wrong, the doctrine is off, it doesn't matter what they say, man. The debate is over with. We see it through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and we see the events right before our eyes, man. We see it right before our eyes, man. No turning back from what the Lord is going to do to this place, man. We're marching closer and closer to thermonuclear destruction, man. So if that destruction is there, then everything else is very soon to happen as well, man. Lo, their good is not in their hand. The counsel of the wicked is far from me. And we're telling you plainly, man. These Edomites, these elite, the Lord is not dealing with them, man. Lo, it's like how oft is the count of the wicked put out? How often cometh their destruction upon them? Power distributeth sorrow in his anger. They are as stubble before the wind. See that? They are as stubble before the wind, and as chaff that the storm carrieth away. Power layeth up his iniquity for his children. See that? His forefathers have lived their lives. And they are just their forefathers coming back, man. They are the children of their forefathers, man. See, the Lord didn't stop them from sinning, man, from the ancient world to now. The Lord didn't stop them. He let them continue on in their wickedness. Now they're going to receive the wrath of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua for what they've done in this life and in their past lives, man. They are as stubble before the wind and as chaff that the storm carrieth away. Power layeth up his iniquity for his children. All his sins are to come upon his children. He rewardeth him, and he shall know it. See that? He shall know it. See, these Edomites know that their judgment is coming, man. In their spirit, like I said, what's his name? Jeffrey Sachs, he knows in his spirit that his people have done wickedly this whole entire time, man, that they've been in power. And it is causing him to admit the wickedness of his forefathers. And he is his forefather coming back. His eyes shall see his destruction. See that? His eyes shall see his destruction. Elon Musk want to see it. And he shall drink the wrath of the Almighty. There's no way he's going to turn away from the wrath of the Lord, man. He's going to drink this destruction. And there's nothing no one can do to stop it from happening to him, man. The Lord has laid up this wickedness for his children to be judged with it. And like I said before, if you can understand reincarnation, they are their children coming back. And Babylon the Great has been the hub of all their wickedness, man. This is Job 12 in the NLT. Let's get it in the NLT. And I'm gonna start at verse 10 and I'm gonna drop down. It says, for the life of everything, it's like for the life of every living thing is in the hands and the breath of every human. The ears taste the words it hears, just as the mouth distinguishes between foods. Wisdom belongs to the aged and understanding to the old. But true wisdom and power are found in the Most High. Counsel and understanding are his. What he destroys can't be rebuilt. See that? What the Lord destroys can't be rebuilt. So Esau had his run. He had his time. He ruled wickedly, man. But what the Lord is going to do to him is never going to be rebuilt again, man. He's never going to reign again. He's never going to be in power again. What the Lord destroys can't be rebuilt. When he puts someone in prison, there is no escape. So when the Lord judges Esau, he is not going to escape it, man. He's not going to get out of the wrath of the Lord, man. He's not going to get out of the Lord's judgment, man. No matter how you feel about it, no matter how you feel about us, this is the Lord's word, man. This is the Lord's will for it to be done. And no one is going to be able to come against the Lord, man. Jumping down to verse 21, it says, he pours out disgrace upon princes and disarms the strong. He uncovers mysteries hidden in darkness. He brings light to the deepest gloom. He builds up nations and he destroys them. See that? The Lord builds up nations and he destroys them. We know that the Lord says, the world says history repeats itself, but Yahweh Shem Yahushua said that first, man. And as this kingdom goes down, as the other nations went down as well, man, Egypt and Assyria and Nineveh, all these nations that we read about went down. And Babylon the Great is one of them is going to go down as well, man. So much that it's never going to be inhabited again, man. It's never going to be inhabited again. He builds up nations and he destroys them. He expands nations and he abandons them. See, the Lord is through with Babylon the Great as well, man. He is finished with this place. And that's why he sent out prophets to warn his people to repent before the judgment comes. The Lord has abandoned Babylon the Great, man. And our people soon to see once his famine comes, once all hell breaks loose. You're going to feel the Spirit of the Lord leave in this place, man. And he's only going to be with his elect. Those that received his word, took heed to it, and repented to him. He strips kings of understanding and leaves them wandering in the path's wasteland, the pathless wasteland. They grope up in the darkness without a light. He makes them stagger like drunkards. And that's what's going to happen to Babylon the Great, man. These people are going to understand that there's no other path to salvation but the Lord, man. You're going to see that there's no other path to the Lord but what we've been prophesying, man. And that's the reason why we do these lessons, man, before the judgment comes, man. The Lord put it on our spirit to continue to bring this word out for you to see and understand that this is for real, man. These men are not reading the Bible and bringing out lessons just because they want to, be cool or sound deep or anything like that, man. No, we doing this because we fear the Lord, man. And see, brothers, and back in the day, everybody was, wanted to be a hood nigga or whatever, wanted to be in the streets, something like that. Now that fad has went away, man. Nobody wants to be in the street. Nobody want to be known as a hood nigga. Nobody wants to be, I ain't saying, I'm just speaking of, I'm talking about my generation. These little knuckleheads, they're still out there like that. But for the most part, man, anyone is, pretty much 30 and up, they want to be comfortable, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not speaking for everyone. I'm just speaking in general. But nobody wants to be out in the streets, running the streets like that, man. You can see the club. Nobody's hitting the clubs no more. It was a time, man, when you go on Facebook, everybody was posting everything they was doing every weekend. They don't do that shit no more, man. The mirth of Babylon the Great is over with, man. It's finished. This is Psalms 46, and I'm going to drop down to verse 8. It says, come, behold the works of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, what desolation he hath made in the earth. He maketh wars to cease unto the ends of the earth. He breaketh the bow and cutteth the spear in sunder. He burneth the chariot in the fire. Be still and know that I am Yahweh Shem Yahushua power. I will be exalted among the heathen. And that's what we continue to warn our people, man. The Lord is going to be exalted among the heathen, man. It ain't us. We're not getting no recognition of any power to say, well, I got this many men following me, or the Lord is dealing only with me. No, man. We are lowly men, humble men, bring out the word of the Lord, man. Because we fear Yahweh by Shem Shai, man. That's what it's about. That's what's the point of the men of the Lord on the highways and byways, man. To exalt the name of Yahweh by Shem Shai, man. That's the doctrine. To exalt the name of the Lord, man. It says, be still and know that I am power. I will be exalted among the heathen. See that? Not your calling yourself Most High Christ bless, or, you know what I'm saying? Now they got videos going into upholding themselves, how they found the truth. And it's madness. I'm speaking of IUIC, man. It's madness, man. This is not about us. That's why I don't even put my face on my videos, man. Only time you'll see my face is when I'm at camp. It ain't about me. It's about the Lord, man. I will be exalted among the heathen. See that? We supposed to exalt the name of Yahweh by Shem Shai among the heathen, man, not ourselves. I will be exalted in the earth. Yahweh by Shem Shai of hosts is with us. The power of Jacob is our refuge, Salah. See that? The Lord is with us. And he is our power, man. So we have to exalt Yahweh by Shem Shai, not ourselves, man. That's why the Lord made us to be holy. I mean, not holy. Well, he made to make us to be holy, but humble, man. And that's why you see like our apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down. Them brothers are way, man, I never met them. Never met them. But I can just tell by their spirit, just by how they act and talk, they're very, very humble, man. And that's what it's about, man. So if you following somebody that's humble, it's gonna make you humble, man, because you're gonna see what they're doing, and you're gonna mimic what they're doing, man. And that's the spirit of Yahweh by Shem Shai, man. That's why he set it up this way. This is Psalm 66, and I'm starting at verse 5. It says, come and see the works of power. He is terrible in his doing toward the children of men. See that? The Lord is terrible. Man, these people ain't going to get it, man, till it's too late, man. He is terrible in his doings toward the children of men. He turneth the sea into dry land. They went through the flood on foot. There did we rejoice in him. See that? There did we rejoice in him. He ruleth by his power forever. And see, the Lord is never going to change it. He's not going to give his power to another, man. And he's soon to show forth his power to the world, man. To everyone. His eyes behold the nations. Let not the rebellious exalt themselves, Salah. And that's what we pray to the Lord, man. To not let the rebellious exalt themselves. Because their end is very close, man. We can smell it. This is Jeremiah 50. And I'm going to start at verse 23, man. Because this is true, man. This is 100% true. Trump is not going to prolong Babylon the Great, not 1 hour, not 10 seconds, not a minute longer than how the Lord had it set up for him. Time for him to go down, man. I'm starting at verse 23. He said, the sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. And that's plain, man. And you just feel it in the spirit, man. A great destruction is coming, man. A major event is going to change the earth once again, like it did 911 CV. It's going to change the earth, man. That's the sound of the battle is here now. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? See that? That great destruction is waiting on Babylon the Great, man. It's going to come on it unaware, man. Suddenly. That great destruction, man. And we're prophesying it to you, man. So you can't say you didn't know. You didn't know. If anything, you didn't want to hear it, man. Because the hammer of the earth, Babylon the Great, is falling, man. 23 again, he says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? And we're telling you through the Spirit, man, this place is broken, man. It's finished. How is Babylon become the desolation among the nations? See that? It's going to be destroyed, man. All the other nations are going to see the destruction of Babylon the Great, man. This will be televised. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. See that? This place is finished, man. The Lord has a snare set up for Babylon the Great, man. Because they have striven against the Lord, man. Everything they've done was totally against Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. I'm going to get in a couple of translations, man, because this is very, very important, man. This is New Living Translation. It says, listen, Babylon, for I have set a trap for you. You are caught, for you have fought against Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. See, the trap is Esau's already caught, man. The trap has already been laid, and he's in the trap, man. The Lord has him in a trick bag, man. He's already in the trap. Good News Translation. Babylonia, you fought against me, and you have been caught in the trap I set for you, even though you did not know it. See that? Even though he did not know it, it was a trap the whole time, man. So all the wickedness that he's done, he thought that he got over. I was keep on doing what I'm doing, man. I'm winning. But it was a trap, man, the whole entire time, man. The Lord set a trap for him. And he didn't have a clue, man. So Esau continued to do wickedly for many thousands of years, man. And I'm speaking, reincarnation. But we're just talking about Babylon the Great, man, what he's done in this time, man. From rape, rob, and murder, from putting us in slavery, hardcore bondage. The Lord's laid his trap from him from the beginning, man. From putting their hands on the apple of the Lord's eye, all the way back to touching Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. The Edomites, that trap was laid, man. That trap was laid. And they thought that it was going to win as they fought against Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, because they're fighting against Yahweh Bashem Yahushua through the Spirit right now. They're setting up their satellites and their NWO, their space centers, and all of that, man. And they set it up already, man. It's been set up. And they think they're going to ultimately fight against Yahweh Bashem Yahushua when he returns. But the Lord has him set up in that trap already. He's already caught. And he has no clue. Dropping down to verse 25, Jeremiah 50 and 25, it says, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua hath opened his armory and have brought forth his weapons of indignation. For this is the work of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, power of hosts, in the land of the Chaldees. See, the Lord has him set up to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. But the Lord is holding it back, man. The Lord could have put the Russians at Babylon's neck, man, years ago, man. But he's setting it up because they have no clue that their trap is already set for them, man. They don't know that they're caught in the trap. This is Isaiah 47 in verse 8. It says, therefore, hear now this, how that art, let me slow down. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasure, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am and none else beside me. See that? Esau thinks he's a god, man. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection. For the multitude of thy sorceries, so all the wickedness and sins, it's going to come on you in their perfection, man, the destruction. The Lord has already opened his armory for you, man. And for the great abundance of thine enchantments. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. See that? He has trusted in the wickedness that he's done on the earth, man. Because the Lord did not stop him. He let him continue on in it, man. And that's why he trusted in the wickedness that he was doing, man. It's like Jake. He'll be selling drugs. He get away one time, he do it again. He get away, get money, get the party and bullshit with the money, he do it again. He continue to do it until it ultimately catches up with him, man. He get locked up or whatever, get put to death or whatever. But he'll continue to test it because he's getting away. And that's what Esau is doing, man. He's been getting away with it. So you don't think the Lord is going to ever make him pay for his sins. He says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. See that? He said, none seeth me. That's why he continued in his wickedness, man. Wisdom and thy knowledge, it have perverted thee. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. And mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off. See that? When the Lord brings his judgment, you ain't going to be able to put it off, man. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. See that? It's going to come upon you suddenly, and you ain't going to know, man. He ain't going to know what to do. And you already in that trap the Lord has already laid for you, man. And Esau has to deal with this, man. Esau has to deal with this. His nation is done. His kingdom is finished. And we just letting it play out. The Lord is letting it play out, said we. The Lord is letting it play out in real time, man, to fulfill all his word, man. This is Job 20, and this is Job 20 and verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short? See that? So you never thought the Lord was going to let you, you thought the Lord was going to always let you get by. Well, we know this of old, man. See, Esau knows the scriptures. He knows these things was happening, and the Lord's prophecies coming to pass. But he never laid it to heart, man. He never thought it would happen to him. That the triumphing of the wicked is short and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. See that? Though his excellency mount up to the heavens and his head reaches unto the clouds, yet shall he perish forever like his own dung, man. So all the wickedness that he's done has a great judgment coming with it. And that's that he perish forever like his own dung, man. They which have seen thee shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream. See that? You're gonna look for Esau. He's gonna be gone, man. Never to see him again. And shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. And who's gonna chase him away, man? He's gonna be chased away as a vision of the night, man. Never to be seen or heard from again. That is his fate. That is his judgment, man. This is Psalms 35 and verse 4. It says, let them be confounded and put to shame that seek after my soul. Let them be turned back and brought to confusion that devise my hurt. Let them be as chaff before the wind, and let the angel of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua chase them, man. See, the Lord is finna judge Esau, man. And it's going to be angels, man, which, the ultimate angel is going to be Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, which angels goes in the messenger. You should understand that by now. But you got Michael the Archangel is coming too, man. And you got other angels that's going to be in the heavens destroying Esau's kingdom as well, man. We don't know how it's going to play out. We just know how the prophecies foretell it to come, man. But you best believe, man, these angels are going to do great damage to Esau's kingdom, man. And it really only takes one angel, but the Lord says he's coming with thousands upon thousands of angels, man. Let their way be dark and slippery, and let the angel of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua pursue them. Woo! Judgment is coming to Esau, man. For without cause have he hid for me their net in a pit. See that? He hid a net for us, but the Lord has already caught him, man. So him laying a net for us, that trap for us, he's already caught in his net. And the Lord is going to let the elect escape. And see, that's the reason why these lessons go out for our people to repent, man. For the Lord to have you be found worthy in his eyes, man, to escape the judgment of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. For without cause have they hid for me their net in a pit, which without cause they have digged for my soul. Let destruction come upon him at unawareness. At unawares, Salakia. Verse 8 again, it says, let destruction come upon him at unawares, and let the net that he hath hid catch himself. Into that very destruction let him fall. And see, Esau thinks he has a destruction ready for us. But he's going to fall into that same destruction that he thinks he's laying for us. And my soul shall be joyful in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. It shall rejoice in his salvation. And you're not going to get any other salvation from any person, anything, any being, anything, man. Only salvation is coming with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. It's the only salvation you're going to receive, man. Because the Lord is going to bring that judgment. If you're joining Esau, you're going to receive that same judgment that he receives, man. And that's that thermonuclear destruction, man. If you make it that far. This is Revelations 14 and verse 8. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of her wrath, of her fornication, man. Let me get this in another translation, man. So much as Christians, so-called Jakes that are Christians want to say Esau, this right here has to be answered for, man. New Living Translation says, then another angel followed him through the sky, shouting, Babylon is fallen, that great city is fallen, because she made all the nations of the world drink the wine of her passionate immorality. And you can't tell me that the nations haven't, man. You can't tell me that all these nations have not drinking of the wine of Esau, man. Good News Translation. A second angel followed the first one, saying, she is fallen, great Babylon has fallen. She made all peoples drink her wine, the strong wine of her immoral lust. And this is what the angels are saying, man. Who is controlling and ruling Babylon, man? You just look at your money in your pocket, man. Who's ruling it, man? Who is in control of it, man? This has to be answered for. This is Revelation 18, and let's start at verse 1. It says, and after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is falling, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk the wine of the wrath of her fornication. That's plain, man. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and power hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she hath said in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow. I shall see no sorrow. It's Isaiah 47, man. We just read, man. This is finna come to pass, man. Destruction upon destruction and double destruction is coming to Babylon the great, man. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. See, all these things are coming. Death, mourning, and famine is coming, man. It's not going to be a prolonged. It's going to happen in one day. It's going to happen one day, man. It's over with. And she's going to be utterly burned with fire, man. This is the prophecy. This is what's going to happen. For strong is Yahweh Bashem Yahushua power, who judgeth her. See, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to judge her, man. And we warned you to get out of the way, man. And I'm speaking of our people, man. We warned you to take heed to the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. Let me hear one more and I'm going to be done. Let me hear one more and I'll be done, man, because the point is already made, man. Esau's already entrapped, which he laid for us. He's already caught, man. And the judgment is coming to him. This is Isaiah 34, and I'm going to drop down to verse 11. Not verse 11, Salakia. Verse 8. For it is the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua vengeance, and the year of recompense. Salakia. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm right. I'm sorry. I'm tripping. It says, for it is the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua's vengeance, and the year of his recompense, for the controversy of Zion. And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burned pitch. It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever. And it's talking about the judgment of Babylon the Great with those thermonuclear missiles, man. From generation to generation, it shall lie waste, never to be inhabited again, man. None shall pass through it forever and ever. See that? Nothing is going to come and dwell here in Babylon the Great. It's going to lay waste forever and ever, man. So, Lord, when it was edified, I made it there. Shalom. Shalom.